I don't even, man. How much can one person take? My God, man. I go to war for this team week in, week out, year after year. And I'm running out of things to say after losing games for the same reason, in the same way, time after time. Congrats to Alabama and all the Alabama fans. You guys clearly the better team again this year. Came out on top, dominated us in the second half. I mean, we could do absolutely nothing. I know what people are going to say. You should have seen this coming. It happened in 17 and 18. I'm a dog fan. I was a dog fan when I woke up this morning, and I'll be a dog fan when I wake up tomorrow. And I'll be a dog fan 10 years from now. And Lord willing, I'll be alive and be a dog fan 20, 30 years from now. That's never going to change. But no matter how many times this keeps happening with Alabama, it doesn't get any easier. 3 times in a row, a lead on Alabama at halftime. And 3 times in a row, we lose. I mean, at least Alabama had the decency to keep their starting quarterback in for the entire game this time. They didn't have to send a backup in to beat us. God, man. This isn't as bad emotionally to me as the 17 or the 18 game, I think, for obvious reasons. Number one, the loss in 2017 and the loss in 2018 were basically last-second losses. So you go from thinking you're going to win to you lose and the game's over, and those are the worst. Those last-second losses are always the worst. Plus, 2017 was a national title game. 2018 was an SEC title game. This is a regular season game, and in theory, Georgia could run the table and wind up in Atlanta in the SEC championship game. If that happens, I'll be on here the week before the game, promising and guaranteeing you that Georgia's about to go out and win the game. But the reality, if I take the Homer shades off, if I take the Georgia fan part out of me, Georgia's going to continue to tread water where they're at now, which is a really good team with a great defense, skill, position players everywhere on offense, a great offensive line. But they don't have what it takes at quarterback. And I can beat this drum till the cows come home, from now to kingdom come. I've been saying it year after year after year. We are in a period of college football where offense wins. Yes, you have to have some semblance of a defense. But how many times do we have to see the best offense beat the best defense before? You have to have a playmaker at the quarterback position. You just do. You just do. Look at who are the last 4 national title winning quarterbacks? Deshaun Watson, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, and Joe Burrow. That ain't Jack Fromm. That ain't Stetson Bennett. That's just the reality. Now, at this point, I don't think there's anybody, even the most ignorant, idiotic of Disney dog Georgia fans, who don't realize that that's true. You can't. It's the same things I've been saying year after year after year after year after year on here. Okay? It's the same thing. People say they get tired of hearing it. People say let it go. How can you let it go when this is what I'm watching? I can't let it go when this is what I'm watching. And guess what I get to watch next week? Next week, I get to watch Justin Fields. And not that I ever care who I piss off, but I particularly don't care about this. Georgia's national title hopes are in Columbus, Ohio. That's just the reality. People can be mad, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. We're off next week, then we play Kentucky. You want to know some breaking news? Georgia will beat Kentucky. Might even beat Florida. Then we'll beat Mississippi State. We'll beat Vandy. We'll beat Mizzou. And if we make it back to the SEC title game with Stetson Bennett as quarterback, this is the result you will get. That's what will happen. Again, I'll come on here and do the whole we're whipping your ass thing, but that's what will happen. You're not winning. You're not getting where you want to go in today's football with these game-managing Jack Fromm, Stetson Bennett quarterbacks. You're not. You're not. If Kirby was not an elite recruiter, and I mean maybe the best recruiter in all of college football, if Georgia did not recruit at the level that it does, what would Georgia's record be? In other words, what is coaching getting us is what I'm asking. And I love Kirby. He's a young head coach, still 4 or 5 years. That excuse is going to run out here pretty soon. But in other words, the recruiting is putting Georgia where it's at. Now, Kirby's responsible for that. So it's not like he's not doing anything. But Kirby's responsible for that. But where's the... I don't know. I know I'm rambling here. First of all, DeJuan Mathis played bad against Arkansas. We have to admit that. Okay, he did not look good. Any excuse about that is pointless. The guy looked lost and terrible. That's true. It's also true that he was yanked after 4 series and 1 turnover. That's also true. Against an Arkansas team that we now know is not the steaming pile of doo-doo that we thought they were heading into that week 1 game. Are they great? No. But if you've watched any football at all this year, you know Arkansas is better than what people thought they would be. DeJuan Mathis got 4 series before he got yanked. 4. I watched Stetson Bennett come out here tonight, stumble out to midfield, pull his pants down, and take a shit time after time after time after time. The 3 interceptions. Worse than that almost, though. The touchdowns he leaves on the field. Overthrows, underthrows. How many times was Jermaine Burton sprinting wide open down the field and the ball either sailed over his head or it was so underthrown, Jermaine Burton had to stop, sit down, make a ham sandwich, eat it, digest it, shit it out, stand back up, and then still wait for the ball to come down. You can't leave those points on the board. You can't. You can't. Alabama had 1 turnover. We got 0 points off of that turnover. In fact, what did we do? After the turnover, we gave it right back to them with a turnover of our own. Alabama got 3 turnovers, turned every single one of them into a touchdown. Add that to the list of things you can't do if you're going to win a big game. The point is, I don't know. First of all, I'm going to be honest. And this is probably, I don't know how many Georgia fans are left on this channel, but I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fucking fuck that a guy's from Georgia. I couldn't give a fuck less. I'm from Georgia. Should I play quarterback? I don't give a fuck that a guy's from Georgia. Fuck a guy from Georgia. I want somebody that can play. Okay? Fromm was the 3rd best quarterback on our team behind Eason and Fields. He was given the job because he's from South Georgia. Kirby's from South Georgia. All right? Stetson Bennett has the job because he's from South Georgia. Where's JT Daniels? Kirby was doing everything short of sucking JT Daniels' cock, it appeared, in the offseason. All of a sudden, this guy's on a milk carton. He can't get a look in a game. Nothing. DeJuan Mathis gets to start after Newman opts out, whatever the hell he did. 4 series DeJuan Mathis gets. 4 series. He's gone. In comes the South Georgia boy, Stetson Bennett. 5'8". How many balls were knocked down at the line of scrimmage today? 10. Most of the balls that he sails over receivers' heads over the middle is because he has to throw the ball on such a high trajectory to start with to get it over the offensive lineman. He can't get the ball to come down in time for the receiver to catch it. I don't know what we're going to do about this quarterback situation. I have no idea. Repeat myself again here, but Jacob Eason, 5-star, rode the bench. Justin Fields, 5-star, rode the bench. DeJuan Mathis, 4-star, gets 4 series, hooked, never to be seen or heard from again. JT Daniels, 5-star, can't even get in the game over 3-star, walk-on with no scholarly offers, Stetson Bennett. I don't know what we're going to do here. I don't give a fuck that the guy's from Georgia. I don't give a shit. You know who the best quarterbacks have been at Georgia in my lifetime? I'll tell you. Aaron Murray. Where's he from? Florida. Matthew Stafford. Where's he from? Texas. Here's a list of quarterbacks from Georgia. Stetson Bennett. Jack Fromm. Bryce Ramsey. Joe Cox. Hudson Mason. They fucking suck. You want to know the good quarterbacks from Georgia? Justin Fields of Ohio State. Trevor Lawrence of Clemson. Deshaun Watson of Clemson. Cam Newton of Auburn. Those are the good quarterbacks from Georgia. The same thing's going to keep happening. The same thing. You're not winning a national title in today's college football with a half-melted bowl of vanilla ice cream as quarterback. This is not 2010. Greg McElroy, A.J. McCarron, QBs like that are not winning national titles. They're not. You need Justin Fields. That's Kirby's fault. You need a Jacob Eason. That's Kirby's fault. You need a JT Daniels. I don't know if JT Daniels is good or not. I don't know. Would JT Daniels have played worse than Stetson Bennett today? I don't know. I have no idea. He couldn't complete 50% of his passes, 3 interceptions. Should have had more. Missed. How many open wide receivers did he miss? Third time in a row against Alabama. We can't score in the second half. Insane. 0 points in the second half today. 10 points the last time. 7 points the time before that, or whatever it was. You're not winning. You're not beating Alabama. We have 17 points in the second half in the last 3 games against Alabama. That's 6 points. You're not beating Alabama averaging 6 points in the second half. Not happening. Here they go. And some of these deaf, dumb, and blind Disney dog, nitwit, mouth-breathing, fruit root drooling retards are going to show up and blame the defense for giving up 3 or 4 touchdowns and say whatever it is. What do you expect? What do you expect? You're giving the offense 3 extra possessions with turnovers. You can't get a first down when you're on the field. The defense is staying on the field the entire second half. Come on with that. Come on. Blame the defense. People are out of their damn mind. Out of their mind. But I'm a glutton for punishment. Like I said, I'm a Georgia fan when I woke up today. I'll be a Georgia fan when I wake up tomorrow. I must love punishment. I'll be a Georgia fan a year from now. Stetson Bennett starts in 2 weeks against Kentucky. Come on, Stetson, let's go. You know how it is. If you're a fan, you can't help it. You know, fans. That's what they do. But I mean, I'd be lying if I just wasn't getting old. But you know, I expect it. But then in your mind, you say, well, maybe this and this. No. Damn. Are we ever going to beat Alabama again? Are we ever going to beat Nick Saban? Shit. I don't know. I don't know if we can score enough points to beat Florida. You know? Again, we played well enough to win in the first half. But you can't play one half. You can't play one half. You know, another thing with these Georgia fans, we beat Arkansas 37 to 10. I'm complaining. These people are telling me look at this, shut up. You should be happy. A 27-point win's not enough for you. No, you know why? It's not that we won by 27. It's that we only played one half. We didn't play in the first half against Arkansas. We only played the second half. Who did we play after that? Auburn. Played great in the first half. Didn't show up in the second half at all. We didn't score against Auburn in the second half. I complain, saying people show up. Shut up, idiot. You should be happy with a win. No. Why? Because I can see down the road. Tennessee comes around. How'd that work out? Not good. We didn't play in the first half, did we? No. We were losing at halftime. Second half, we blew them out. I complain. People tell me to shut up. You should be happy. We beat Tennessee. It's not that we beat Tennessee or whatever the score was. It's that we only played one half. So we got Alabama coming up. Can't beat them playing one half. Oh, they'll put it together. No. What'd they do? They came out and played one half. 4 games this year. Georgia has played one half of football in all 4 games. You're not going to win that way. You're not going to win. You're not going to beat the best teams that way. You've got to play 2 halves of football. And Kirby has to get his mind right with this quarterback situation. You just have to. I'm a Georgia fan. I don't expect to win a national title every year. But Georgia is talented enough over the last several years where they should have won one. I mean, even the trolls or people who hate Georgia has had teams talented enough, except for the quarterback position, to win one title in the last 4 or 5 years. 2012, we almost won one. 17, 18, 19, we were pretty talented in all 3 of those years. I don't think we're Alabama. I don't even think we're Clemson. I don't head into every season expecting to win a national title. I don't. I've never come on here in the offseason and predicted Georgia to win a national title. I don't really make those type of predictions anyway. I just do regular season records. But, why can't Georgia be LSU one time? Like LSU was a 9-10 win team forever. They have one good year, win a national title. Now this year they're back to not being very good. Georgia can't even have that 1 year. That's all I'm at. I want 1 year. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd rather be Georgia and winning in normal seasons where you play a normal amount of games, winning, 11, 12, 13 games a year, playing meaningful games at the end of the year, playing in the SEC title and coming up short for a national title. I'd rather be that than Tennessee or some of these other teams that, becoming bowl eligible is parade worthy. I'd rather be Georgia than those teams. But can we win one? I'm just one. But if we don't get the quarterback situation resolved, it's just not going to happen. I don't know why DeJuan Mathis and JT Daniels are still on the team. I'm just going to be honest. When you look at the history, Kirby's short history at UGA, and how he's handled the quarterback's position, first of all, I can't believe JT Daniels even came to UGA to start with, but he did. But if you're JT Daniels and you're DeJuan Mathis and you're sitting around going, okay, I had 30 scholarship offers out of high school. Everybody wanted me. I come to Georgia and they're playing Stetson Bennett instead of me. And then you look at what they did to Justin Fields, Jacob Eason. Is Brock Vandagriff, is something wrong with him in the head? I'm asking. What is he, the number 2 or 3 ranked quarterback in the 2021 class? Why the fuck is he committed to Georgia? I have to question somebody's mental state. Any top-tier quarterback, after seeing what Kirby Smart and the University of Georgia have done with the quarterback position over the last 4 years, I'm sorry, but I have to question the sanity of any highly ranked QB who's sitting around going, you know who I want to play for? Kirby Smart in Georgia. I don't understand that at all. And how do we keep getting blessed with all these elite, super talented QBs? How many teams on planet Earth have had 3 different 5-star quarterbacks on their roster in the last 3 years? Georgia's had Jacob Eason, Justin Fields, and JT Daniels. None of them can even get on the field. No, it's Jack Fromm and Stetson Bennett. What is going on here? So I'm looking at Brock Vandagriff going, bro, there's got to be something wrong with you. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But if you're watching this video, you're a college football fan, so you understand how it is. I can be completely down and out right now and in the gutter and mad and sad and upset and all those things, and then I'll wake up tomorrow and, Georgia's the best team in the world again. As far as, you know how it is. Fan is short for fanatic. It should be short for delusional. God. I'll tell you one thing. There ain't a whole lot of things on earth harder than being a Georgia fan.